He like my ass and say I remind him of Jackie, yo. I'm gorgeous, you straight hoe. That's why he walk you like a dog, you a straight hoe. I'm gorgeous, bitch, you white. Who the fuck said pretty girls don't fight?
Gorgeous, gorgeous, you gorgeous, you gorgeous.
What's up, Wayla babies? It's Kellytakayla, and I'm back with another video. So on today's video, I'm going to be giving the girls telling the girls what they need to know, what everybody is not telling y'all. I mean, there's other videos out there. Like, I watched them though, and they're like, I don't know, I feel like they're like let down videos. Like, they're not really being honest. Like, we finna be real. Like, be real with yourself. Like, they're not really being like completely freaking honest. Anyway, to the video, the purpose of the video. Anyway, I'm gonna be telling you how I got my apartment and the things I did to get my apartment and the steps I took to get my apartment. I don't know a name yet, but that's basically what the video is. So I got like 8 things I'm gonna say, but some of them is together, but it's like I'm gonna touch on 2 topics in the same thing. But it shouldn't be a long video. I'm just gonna give it to y'all how the best way I did it and everything that I went through or whatever with getting my apartment with my boyfriend. And mind y'all, I know it's me and my boyfriend, so y'all probably like it's not the same, but I'm gonna try to do it in my best way. Like, I'm gonna try to explain it like if you're individually doing it. So like basically, if I say a number, divide that by 2, and that's like how much we spent a piece. So that's like how much you're gonna spend by yourself. Like, so yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna start with telling y'all, like, this is kind of like budgeting and saving, but it's really like, honestly, with budgeting, it was kind of hard for me and my boyfriend because we were kind of doing stuff on our own. Like, we were kind of independent when it came to like working, keeping our money and stuff like that. Like, my mama had other people to take care of, and Marcella people had what they had going on. So we decided voluntarily to get our stuff together by ourselves. It was hard throughout high school because like some stuff like you really wanted, you couldn't get because you got stuff to do, but you can get it after high school. That was like, you can get it after high school. Like, that was our motto. Like, after high school, we're gonna be good. Like, it don't even matter. Like, after high school, we're gonna be good. That was our mindset. Like, so the first thing I'm gonna start with is how we did it, and then like the mindset we kept to get it. So like basically like a manifesting thing. Like, you have to manifest it. Like, me and Marcelo did not move out till 12th grade. Like after we graduated or whatever, a couple months after we graduated. But we was talking about it and planning from literally a year before. And I would literally show y'all all the notes, all the messages, like anything to show y'all like I'm being dead for real when I say manifestation is real. But I never believed in manifestation to a certain extent. Like, I believed in different ways of manifesting, but I really didn't believe when people be like, just manifest it, it'll come true. Like, I never really believed that until this or whatever. Because like, how did you manage to do that? And literally from nothing or from very little with what you want to do. It's like people, my family, my mama always gonna support my dreams, but it's like I wanted more than that. Like, I needed more than that. Like, my mama supporting me wasn't like all that I wanted. I wanted more than that. It was all that I needed, but it wasn't all that I wanted. So basically like keeping your mindset to where it's like, I'm gonna get this, or constantly looking at apartment videos, constantly doing your research, constantly looking up apartments and where we're gonna move. See, we moved out of state at that too, so that's probably more expensive too. So I feel like if you're moving in state, if you're not moving to another state, the numbers do vary too, because U-Hauls is cheaper. You probably can find, I don't know about cheaper apartments, but I just know like U-Haul is cheaper, gas is cheaper, like different stuff is different. But I really didn't want to touch on that in this video, but I'm just telling y'all that we moved from Atlanta to Tennessee. So it's kind of different from if you're moving in state. I feel like, I don't really know because I didn't do the numbers, but I'm just thinking like how much we paid for the U-Haul, how much we paid for different stuff, it would have been different if it was like we moved in our hometown. So yeah, first thing was mindset. Like, just keep your mindset going. Like I said, we started from 11th grade. We got a job working at Zaxby's. I was making $13 and Marcelo was making $12. And literally, y'all, we saved $1,000 in our first month. And I think we was saving $100 a check. We got paid. We was getting, no, we never got paid every 2 weeks. I think we was getting paid every week or every 2 weeks at first, and then we switched to a week. Yeah, okay, so we was getting paid every 2 weeks at first. So we would save $100 every check. I'm not doing the math, y'all. But we was saving $100 every check. Y'all do the math. $100 every check. And then that really wasn't adding up. So we started putting like $200, our whole check. Somebody keep it. And then that's what I'm saying about, well, that goes into me saying about it being two of us. So it was kind of easier. But if you by yourself, you just got to put in the work. Like, if you want it, you got to get it. Like, both of our personalities, our motivations was together, so it was 10 times bigger. The amounts was 10 times bigger. But I'm saying, like, if I was by myself, I probably could have still saved a decent amount, and then I'm moving by myself, so I really don't need a 2-bedroom. So it's a lot of different stuff that goes with being by yourself. But I understand that I moved with my partner, so it was a little more help and a little better, a little more smoother experience. But $100 a month. And we did this thing where somebody would put their whole check in, or somebody would put their whole check in, and then the other person will use their check to live off of. And then, mind you, we was in 11th grade. I mean, it was a lot of childish stuff. We could have been getting like clothes, shoes, all that stuff with our checks, because that's what most people work for, to get like what they wanted. But we wanted stuff in the future rather than having stuff now, and we sacrificed that. So that would be another thing, sacrifices. But back to what I was saying. So $100 a month. And then one person to say that check, we'll save our check. I mean, one person say that check, we'll eat and have gas and all that off of my check, or something like that. Like, it'll go back and forth. One person put in more money than one person will work more hours and put in the whole check, and we keep the other person's check. And then when we started getting paid once a week, that started picking up heavily, because we was getting so many hours in a week. Like, we was literally leaving school, going to work at Zaxby's. Like, literally leaving school, going to work, leaving school, going to work. So after we worked at Zaxby's for about, I think like 2 months. I don't know. I think we worked longer than that. I think we were like 3 months. I don't really know. I don't know. 3 months, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, something like that. But we ended up saving like 5 something, like 5K or 5 something like that. And that was just that. That was from the beginning year. That was when we first started looking. We always knew we wanted an apartment, but that was when we first started looking. We first started taking it serious, all of that. 12th grade came around, and I got a job with, the second semester of 12th grade came around, because he did football, so it really wasn't that, like, competitive, because I was the only one working, so I was saving what I needed to save, or whatever. So that's how that worked. That's how we got to such a big amount at the end in 12th grade, because we just kept saving our checks. So get you a job, save your checks. You have to save big amounts. I'm not going to tell you to save $50 a check and you're going to be good, especially if you're by yourself. If you with somebody else, maybe y'all got something worked out where you save 50, he save more. Like, maybe it's something like that. But I'm telling you, you have to save big amounts to get the bigger outcome. It's the moral of the story. Like, you can't save little bits of money. You got to save your whole check one time. Save your whole check one time. Like, you gotta work hard. You gotta try to get it. Like, and not spend your money. Like, you dead ass gotta act broke to fucking keep your money. Well, y'all probably don't. Y'all probably can be like, I'm just not gonna spend it. Me, I did ass have to act broke to keep my fucking money. Like, in the savings. Like, I always had money, but I never had money. I always had money in my savings, in my closet, but I never had money. Like, never. No, like I never had money to keep spending. Like, I always had money. We always had money to, like, live off of, survive off of, go out off of, buy shit off of, buy what we wanted, buy what we needed. And then y'all probably like, I know you didn't save all your checks and then not have nothing to buy for yourself. I'm sorry. But it was kind of like, we planned out when we wanted something, and the other person sacrificed not getting it and stuff like that. So that's my everything with how we started up, how we manifested, how we kept our mindset strong. Basically all in that category of how we got to actually getting the apartment. So after I was working at Zaxby's, I got a bigger job and it was paying me a lot more money with Ally Universal. It was far as hell from my house. Gas was killing me, but it really wasn't. But I started working with them. I loved that job. I literally did nothing and made so much freaking money. But that job, I was saving all my checks too. So by the end of 12th grade, we had saved almost $10,000. But we started buying little stuff before we got to 12th grade. So we started buying like little furniture items, buying like kitchen supplies, buying like little decorations. Like every time we went to the store, we'll buy some. The limit would be $20. So every time we got paid, the limit would be $20, and one person get to pick what they want to get or something like that. Like just little stuff, small stuff, little stuff. When we graduated, that's when we started buying like the big furniture, but we really didn't have that much to buy, but the couch and then TVs and stuff like that. So we had saved up enough money, but we didn't have $10K when we moved. I think we had like, I don't know how much we had when we moved, but in total, I say you need to save $10,000, and that's with 2 people working. So like by yourself, I say move out of state. I really don't know. Like we made it work, but we did have like extra bonus incomes too from that $10,000. So I feel like if you want to move and be comfortable, you need to have $10,000 to like $15,000, 10 to 15. And then if you want to move, like just leave and then immediately start working when you get to the new state, I say save like $8,000, $5,000, like literally. If you want to just move, buy your furniture, buy everything you need, and have everything just set, and you're gonna start working literally the day after you move or a week after you move, then you can save like $5,000 to $8,000. If you want to be like comfortable, not work the first month you move in or something like that, you need to save $10,000 to $15,000. And listen to what I'm saying. Like, don't be in my comments talking about that's not true. Do it yourself then. I don't really care. But I'm just saying, like, being realistic, you need to save 10 to 15, and it's possible to save that in 2 years. It's very possible. Like, I'm not gonna say we didn't have like other incomes coming in, other people giving us money, other people supporting it. So support is a big help with getting that. But I feel like even without it, we still saved a lump sum of money. Like, I am not kidding you guys. It's obvious. It's proof that we saved a lump sum of money. So it's really like y'all can say I'm capping, but I don't really care. Like, I don't care. It's realistic numbers. It's what you need to save. So I really just went over the saving part, how much you need to save to start like buying your stuff before you move. That's a good way to get everything out the way and stuff. And then that goes into journaling. So when we was doing all this and writing stuff down, I was also like putting in my notes like apartments, putting in my notes apartment expenses, putting in my notes like different stuff as far as how much we subtracting from our total balance. So I don't have everything on here that we purchased, but I just know like the main things, like truck, like getting the U-Haul truck, getting furniture. I already spoke on the furniture, but getting the U-Haul truck and stuff like that. So we took all that money out before we had to buy it, so that way we already had the money. So we still making money as we finna get ready to move, because we graduated in May. We was already working, so we still working, and we didn't move till August. So yeah, we were still working them 2 months. We still adding money to what we had, adding money to what we had, adding money to what we had, and then subtracting everything that we gonna need when we move, or everything that we gonna need to move. And that's really like a big key in how we had everything when we moved in. We had all the furniture, we had all the money. Basically, we had all of the money already put aside. Like, we didn't like wait till we got there and then start subtracting money. And that way your money is like all over the place. You feel like you losing chunks of money. But if you already got in your head, this is how much I want to spend, you can make over that. You can go to work, you can work extra hours. Like, I'm not gonna cap. 1 week we'll be working 80 hours. 1 week he'll be working damn near 80 hours. 1 week I'll be working 40. Like, we gave each other lenient times because it was hard, but it was something we always wanted to do. So that's what we had to do. So that's touch on saving, how much you need to save to move. We touched on budgeting. So now we're going to affording and being real with yourself. So a lot of people, like, I feel like 10K or like a little over 10K, what we had saved is enough to like maybe get a luxury apartment if we wanted to. But like I said, we want to live comfortably, and we moving to another state with new people. We don't know nobody. We don't have no family. It's just us, me and Marcel. It's just us, like nothing else. Nobody else. We won't have nobody to lean on, nobody to come save us, none of that. So we didn't try to shoot for no luxury apartment. And then again, that's why you need to, well, I'm gonna get into that. Okay, I'm gonna get into that. But we didn't shoot to no luxury apartment. Like, we settled for what we could afford, and we settled for what we could definitely afford. Like, that's basically what we did. We settled for the first apartment. Like, I feel like your first apartment shouldn't even be like luxury unless you like having 10K a month running your pockets. If you having 10K a month running your pockets, you do what you want to do. But if you had to work to save your money, you don't want to lose it all as soon as you move. Like, you want to be able to move and be able to be comfortable. Like, you don't want to lose it all as soon as you move because you had to move and you want to move into a luxury apartment. You don't want to settle for less. Yes, we got a 2-bedroom apartment, but we also save for that too. So it's just like, we save to be comfortable for the first month, and then the jobs we got, that really helped us too. The jobs we got up here, that really helped us too, because after we do run through like the money that we had saved, the money that we had to live on, we got it. It's overlapping with our checks now. So now we have money saved up from after moving, after buying all this stuff, after going out, after all the stuff we enjoyed, going out to eat, going different places or whatever. We got into our checks, and our checks started overlapping with our savings. So that's how we still going to this day. Like, we still going, we still keeping it strong. I'm not gonna say like it's all peaches and cream. Like, it is hard. Some days I do not want to go to work. Like, but we working for stuff. Like, it just started. Like, I promise y'all, like, it just started. Anyway, besides the point. Being real with yourself. Girl, I pay $11.87 here, but it's water and sewage included. So I pay $12.10. So I pay $1,210 a month. That's with water and sewage included. And then I pay $86 for my light bill. And then like gas and stuff. So in total, we spend like $1,300 a month on bills and needs. In total, $1,300 a month. And we divide that by 2, so that's how much that's how much is gonna be coming out of our checks for bills a month. So that's how we do the budgeting right now to this day. That's how we do it right now. That's how we're able to stay afloat and stay on top of our bills and all that. So being real with yourself, getting something you can afford. You might can afford it right now, but can you afford it later? And you might think it's cheap right now, but it's gonna be cheap the next month. My point. Okay. Next is neighborhoods. Neighborhoods and reviews, and making sure you tune into them reviews. I ain't gonna cap. Like, when I was moving, my family was like, you need to make sure you're looking at the reviews. And I'm like, girl, like, I'm just gonna move. Like, girl. But this is serious. Like, it's serious. Like, you need to make sure you're looking up these neighborhoods. You're looking up where you're going, because it could be 5 people getting shot a week at the store in next to your neighborhood. Like, and you don't even know that because you just couldn't look at the reviews, and you couldn't figure out the neighborhood before you move up there, or you move wherever you're moving. Just like, do your research and stuff. Like I said before, do your research on everything. The apartments you want, how much you want to spend, all of that. So make sure you have everything I'm saying is touching on what I said before. Make sure you have a set budget. You want to know how much you're going to spend and everything. Because if you don't, then you can end up overspending, or you can end up not saving as much money as you need to save. So make sure you make a budget of how we got a 2-bedroom apartment is we make sure we knew how much they cost. So we wanted our rent to be like no more than $1,300 a month. So rent was going up though. So like how we did that is we just kept making our budget go down, and we settled for what we could afford, which was the $1,187. And I got a 2-bedroom apartment, washer and dryer included, and it's a really nice apartment. So like it's not luxury, but it's a really nice apartment. But make sure you set a budget for yourself. And if you're with your boyfriend, make sure you set a budget for you and your boyfriend on how much you want to spend on rent, and and then look up how much utilities is in wherever you're moving. So say for instance, you're moving to another state. So look up how much utilities is in the area. Make sure you know what area you're living in, so you can look up how much utilities is in the area, and then you can add that to your budget, and you can see like what you can afford, how much you're going to be paying. So basically know what you're going to be paying before you move into your apartment. Know everything you're going to be paying, from gas, from food, from anything. Like, just know everything you're going to be paying. And make sure you like don't eat out a lot. But that goes into saving how much you want to save. So I say save $10K if you want to be comfortable and not work until you want to work, and still go out to eat and still stuff like that. But make sure you save extra stuff so you're not eating all the time out, and you cooking. So I cook for like a whole week, and then if I'm tired or something, we'll get something to eat that day. So that's how we do that. Next thing being roommates and stuff, in my opinion. So this is going to like what I got from other people's videos. So as far as roommates, I'm the type, that's why I don't want to stay on campus either. I don't like that. Like I don't like feeling like I'm locked in a fucking doghouse or something. I don't care. I don't know if y'all understand what I'm saying, but that's just how I feel. Like I don't like feeling caged up or like under anybody's rules. Like no, but that's my opinion on roommates. Like I just personally don't like roommates. So how else you can get an apartment is building your credit. And not necessarily that you need credit, because my credit wasn't, well, I had a 690 when I moved, 670, something like that. I think I had a 690. I'm not gonna cap. I had almost a 700 when I moved. So it only took me 3 months to get to that credit score. So like going into not wanting to get roommates, get you like, if you have a co-signer, you can get you a co-signer. But me, when I was looking at videos, people telling me to get a co-signer, bitch, I don't want nobody to co-sign for my shit. I want us to get it on my own. So I finally decided to get a credit, because some people tell you like you really don't need credit. But I was thinking that for a long time. Like I'm thinking me and my son got in the bag. But I just wanted it to be sure, because like I just wanted to be sure. So I just went ahead and started building my credit. And I was in school, so I got a Discover student card, and they built my credit in 3 months. So that's really, I started in May. So by August, I had a 690. So no, when I first checked my credit score, I had a 670. And I kind of messed it up because I didn't really know about credit. Nobody really taught me about credit. So after I figured out how to do credit, now I'm like accelerating my score. So when the 3 months went by, I'm at a 690. So it's like, yeah, and now I really got in the bad. So my credit is like shooting up, like shooting, but not the point again. But I say, if you don't use a credit, make sure you have established the income. You have to make 3 times the month rent. That's really like half of the apartments or some of the apartments. You have to make 3 times the month rent, which is crazy. So make sure you make that. And sometimes they'll be lenient if you don't have no credit, because it's like no credit is better than having a bad credit. Like having a bad credit score is worse than having no credit at all, because you're just starting off. So you really have nobody to like say you didn't pay them back or whatever. So that's credit and all that. So the next thing is asking questions, and that goes into researching and stuff. Like, so I really didn't have nobody who moved into an apartment, but if I like saw somebody on Instagram, and I didn't even talk to them, like I don't talk to them on a regular basis. I just was watching their page, and if they had moved into an apartment, I'm asking them like, how much do you spend on rent? But like, of course, like some people told me like, girl, stay with your mama as long as you can, girl, don't move out, like just stuff like that. And that really irritated me too, because I hate people who like try to like gatekeep, like, baby, I'm trying to do this, like, but it's people in the world like that, so you got to get it on your own. I'm on TikTok at night. I went to what app did I use? What is it called? Apartment.com. I'm on apartment.com. Like, I got every time, so like when you type in where I want to stay or Tennessee or whatever, like I done already looked at all the apartments, so I'm just typing in Tennessee to make sure no new apartments have popped up, because I done looked at literally all the apartments, and I will literally show y'all like a screenshot of how many I got in my save. It's probably like 56 apartments, and I looked at all of them in detail. I write down everything, so that goes into journaling too. I had written down every single thing, literally every single thing. So that's what I have to say about that. So to touch bases on everything we said, budgeting, make sure you know how much you want to spend on your apartment, make sure you know how comfortable you want to be, and make sure you know make sure you plan ahead. So that's all I have to say on budgeting. Saving, make sure you're not scared to save. Make sure you really want to do this, because you have to put in some money to get a good income out. Get a great, get a great outcome. So that's what I have to say about saving, affording, being real with yourself. Like, girl, you don't have to get the luxury apartment your first time moving, especially if you move into a new state, baby. Who you know? Like who family you, unless you move to a state with family, you got somebody to help you. But if you're independent like me, I don't want nobody help. I want to do it myself. So yeah, neighborhoods, make sure you're checking out these neighborhoods, looking at the reviews, calling the apartments, whatever. And then roommates, like I really don't like roommates, so build your credit before you move, at least for 3 months, or get a good credit card that's gonna help you build your credit real quick, because some credit cards is 6 months. But do your research on credit cards and stuff like that. If you don't want roommates, get a co-sign if you don't want roommates, or have the good income. But they require both credit and good income, but you don't have one or the other, like it's kind of good. But I don't know. If you got credit and you don't have the income, or you don't meet the income requirements, I don't know. But anyway, asking questions and doing research. So that's all I think I have for this video. I think I explained everything a little bit into detail, a lot. If y'all do have any questions, make sure y'all comment down below so I can answer your questions to the best of my ability. And if I need to make another video, a better video, because I didn't answer everything, or y'all want to know more, just let me know. But make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on all the post notifications, and follow me on TikTok and Instagram at itskaylaawaylaa. My TikTok is Dior_Wayla. So make sure y'all follow me and subscribe to my channel, and tell me what y'all want to see next.